Hi, the world and the Come Universe. It's me, Nick, and this is the Come Up. I'm so excited about this episode. It's the Come Up board game edition. I call it that because I have a board game designer, and I also have board game Our Family Plays Games, and Marcus Ross of Waterbear Games. Hello, people.
Hello,
Omaha-based legends. Yes. I am so thankful for this year. I said this to Scott I won't say last week because I think this is going to air in 2 weeks. But anyway, I said this to Scott during our interview that this pandemic has allowed me to meet and grow relationships with some really dope people.
Yes.
And so I'm so thankful to the House of Afroscapes and Curls, and also just y'all for being amazing and being my friend.
So it's been good to meet you, Nick. It has. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Yes. To call you my friend, it's been a pleasure. It is.
Oh. So, okay, I'm excited because we're gonna because it's board game edition, we're gonna play a game live on the show tonight.
Yes.
But I want to start by getting to know my friends here. Mick, Starla, Our Family Plays Games. Tell us about where the idea came from and what you all do.
First, we got to do what we're known for.
Oh, yes.
Start off with, I'm Starla.
I'm Mick.
And we are
Our Family Plays Games. Yeah. Yeah.
So, for those of you who don't know us, we are a family that loves to play board games.
Yes.
And
yes, we do. Yes,
what kind of makes us unique is that we're an African-American family who loves to play board games. And we've been in the hobby for quite a while.
About 9 years.
About 9 years in the modern board game hobby. And we love sharing our love of board games with everyone else, because we think it's a great way for families to get together and release stress, because you can be competitive and you can have fun, you can laugh, you can cry, you can get upset.
Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can.
But I mean, it's all in fun. And it's also, before the pandemic, it was a way for us to meet other people, to go to different cons and gaming events. So we love board gaming, and we love our new home of Omaha, Nebraska, because we're originally from Houston. So we just love it.
And just trying to get, especially people of color into board gaming, because, we got to release some of that stress, because we've had a lot of stress lately. So we're trying to get some of that stress and just to have some fun, because it's more in board gaming than life, Monopoly, and Jenga.
I was just gonna say that. I was because I think the other thing is expanding the scope of board games, and I think a lot of because we played board games in my house, but it was life, Monopoly, Jenga, Uno. I love a game of Sorry, and I might even hit you with a trouble. But I think that's as far as I would go. And I went to college and I played a couple Settlers of Catan is one that I played kind of often. But there are so many things that I haven't done. And I was telling you all before I started that I like playing games, but they're at my disposal, but I don't seek them actively. And so I love that you promote that, because I need to do that in my life. You're right. I am stressed.
Yes.
So we love what games do for you as a person individually, and then as a family, because we can get mad at each other and we can put it on the table, and sometimes you work out your differences at the board game, and you want to negotiate.
But you always win,
though. When you're already mad with that person, you make sure the negotiations are extra hard.
But you always win, though.
We have a lot of fun with it, though.
But you always win, though.
Most times.
No, come on now. When I'm at the table, I be at war, y'all, because I gotta fight her. Coming at me. I gotta be fighting.
He puts this thing out that I'm just this killer board game player. I can play.
She can play.
I know him. See, I know where he's gonna go. I've been with him too long.
I know that's the problem.
I just start turning pages.
Dang, I'm a book.
It's a book. I said, okay, we're on page 6. Okay.
I love it.
Next time we're on page 19. Oh, I got you.
Oh, see, I can't wait. I can't wait until this mess is over and I can come play game with y'all, because that sounds, I'm just be sitting back get him. Marcus, where did your love of board games come from, and why did you decide to become a board game designer?
I have always loved board games, and even when it was just Life and Monopoly and Scrabble and Sorry that we had access to, no, I've always loved them. So when I introduced to Settlers of Catan in 2003, it's just like,
yeah,
you can do anything.
Yes.
You can do anything. So I just played games from then. And then at some point I thought, maybe I should start making some of these. I started the company at a thing called Startup Weekend. I think it was 2012, 2013. I can find out for sure. But yeah, me and my cousin, Kara, she's also here in Omaha. We started our board game company together, and we just started making things. She's an artist, so her stuff's great and complements mine very well because I do the game design. And we collaborate on everything.
Mm-hmm.
We started getting, we had some early success. So we put a game into a contest that Cards Against Humanity was putting on. It was called Tabletop Deathmatch. Anybody who'd never made a board game before and produced it for commercial purposes was allowed to enter, and our game was one of the 2 winners. So that was all recorded. It's at Gen Con. It was a really big deal for us. And the prize for winning that was $10,000 towards the first print run of our game. So what they actually did was print our game and send it to my house. So I got in my driveway 63 cases of discount salmon. A case of discount salmon's 40 pounds. Well, not even 40 pounds. It's 40 copies of the game, and it weighs a good 20 pounds. And you're just like, This is. And they gave me 63 of those, and just on a pallet, they just dropped it off in the truck and good luck.
Have fun.
You're a company now. I'm like, okay. you figure out how to get rid of these. But no, the other part of the prize was they gave us a booth at Gen Con. So we got a place to sell our game at just the biggest board game convention in the United States for 3 or 4 days. We sold hundreds of copies. It was nuts.
That's so cool.
That's cool.
I made a fish costume. So there's pictures.
We got a copy.
You had a fish costume.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's the game right there.
Discount.
And one of the cards in the game is a fish costume. I have to send you pictures. But yeah, the fish costume looks like this. Mm-hmm. And the costume that I had looked pretty much like this. Yeah, it looks just like this. It's completely people would see that and they'd come right over. Oh yeah.
That's so great.
What is all this?
Yeah, I love this, and why I love y'all so much is because we talk about this thing. Black people are not monolithic all the time.
Yes.
As a theater person, as the art nerd, I'm often on the outlier of being one of few in a room or one of few in a space. Yeah. So much so that there are whole things about each other's industries that we don't know because we are so siloed within bubbles, and that's what I've loved about being brought together is that you never think about the people that make the games. I'm just you play a game. No, you never think about a conference to go and share ideas about board games and competitions. And I think it's so I want to go. Can I come when we can?
Absolutely can. Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's places I know, Marcus know about unpub events where unpublished games, people come there with games that they haven't published yet or they're trying to publish. And Marcus had one, I think last year that we went to. Yeah, we did. And you got to try out different games of people trying to get their games published and stuff. It's fun. I love it. We love it.
Yeah. We had a Protospiel. It's the other company that does these events where you bring in a prototype game and you just invite other designers and the public to play them so you can figure out what all the problems are before you put it in a box and try to sell it to everybody. Yeah. That's definitely something you want to know before you spend tens of thousands of dollars having it printed in China and put on a boat and shipped over. It will sit in your garage forever if you make a game that does not work.
Yeah.
You ever like talk to authors that just have copies of their book and it takes up their entire living room, that's what you'll get.
Same thing.
Exact same thing.
So what are, I ask all of you to come with some of your favorite games that do work. Like, what are your suggestions for the people? I know that Marcus brought physical representations of these things.
I did.
But what do we like? What are you playing right now? Or like, what's something that you've played that's like something you suggest to people?
Well, for families, I mean, just to straight out, just to start off is definitely Catan, Settlers of Catan, what they call Catan now. But Catan, definitely for somebody just get into it, definitely go to that. And then the second one that you need to run to is Ticket to Ride. Ticket to Ride, the original with just the American map, and then you can head on and do all the others. And if you want to start off slow with Ticket to Ride, they have the little small box games that you can start off with. Ticket to Ride, New York, London, and Amsterdam that you can start off with. So, I mean, definitely start with those to jump into this great hobby of ours. Definitely.
Yeah, because I mean, you don't want to start off with something that's too difficult. And when you're going from Monopoly to the modern Euro games and stuff, you need to start off with something that's easy to get into, and then also something that's so different that you understand why this hobby exists. It's not just the same kind of stuff. It's a whole different ball game.
Whole different ball game. Whole different. And then there's another one called Carcassonne, which is really, really simple, just laying down tiles, real just fun, just fun game.
I do love Settlers. I played that a lot in college. I was like, I know how to trade a sheep. Like that's
Grant don't know how to trade sheep. He'll ask you ask him like, could I have some sheep or some wolf? I mean, what is that, wheat? He'll say, give me 3 and I'll give you 1. I'm like, what? What?
See, he one of those. That ain't right.
It's scarcity.
Hustler, man. He's a hustler. He'll hustle you.
But he knows how to negotiate.
Yes, he does. He does not negotiate.
How bad do you really need that wheat?
He come at you too. The robber might come soon. I'm like, what? You gonna put the robber on me? A robber? Cold.
Marcus, what about you? What do you got over there for us?
I brought a few. This is just one. This is a party game. Everyone's trying to get everyone else to guess a single word that's on the card, and everybody gets to give one clue that is also one word.
Yes.
But before they show the guesser the clues, they all compare. And anybody that gave the same clue, they can't show that clue.
Yeah.
So you only get to see what's left.
Wow.
And then you have to guess what word are you trying to guess based on those clues. That one's fantastic.
It is a good game.
Whew, that sounds great.
This is a game I love called Diamonds. It is a trick-taking game. Everybody has a little vault in front of them, and you're trying to... I've upgraded my copy, so I got really big diamonds. Everybody's got a vault, like a little safe in front of them, and you're trying to play your cards in a way that you can get more diamonds into your safe than everybody else. And that one's fun if you like spades or hearts or that kind of a game.
Yes.
Whenever you play off suit, you get to do fun with the diamonds. What else would be a good one I got over here?
Oh, yes.
This is Between Two Cities. I love this game a lot.
I like that box.
We played that.
We played that, one time. Yeah,
we did.
And this one's good for...
That's not Gateway Marcus.
That's not Gateway Marcus.
It's really Gateway.
Gateway Marcus. No, it's not.
Because we played that
Okay. If Seven Wonders is Gateway, this can be Gateway.
No, Seven Wonders is Gateway. That's not Gateway.
Between Two
This
Cities.
is not that much harder than Seven Wonders.
Yeah.
You think so? Okay. Well, this is good for groups of up to 7 people. You all play in a circle.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you gotta have a group. Yeah.
Now,
You all play in a circle.
Marcus brought in a trick-taking game, one that me and Starla discovered that is great.
Oh my goodness.
It's Starla says it's spades on
Steroids.
steroids. Is Skull King.
Oh.
Skull King.
Yes.
Yes.
I love it.
It is great. It is great.
Yes.
I mean, it's trick-taking. It'll mess you up, and boy, it's fun. It's fun.
That sounds dangerous.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love that.
Yeah, you'll love it. You'll love it. It's fun.
I'm a diehard spades player, so you'll love it.
Yes, you'll love
I
it.
like
This one
too.
is called Belle of the Ball. It is a set collection game, but it's more... This one's more performative, I think. The conceit of the game is you're throwing a fancy party and you're inviting guests.
I'm in.
Yeah, I brought this for you. And every guest you announce has a name and a title, and they're all completely ridiculous. So you have to announce all of your guests. But like the game, you're collecting all these icons and trying to match them up. And then there's other cards that let you change the rules about how you score. But yes, mostly it's about affecting that voice and announcing your guests. And
I like that game so much. I want to play that one right now.
I thought you might. I brought one more for you.
Okay. Yes. The exclusive Nick collection.
Yes. This one's a game called Coliseum.
Yes, we have that. Yeah.
You got the old one or the new one?
We got the new one. But
Same
I like
game.
the old one. The one that you have, I like better.
Same game, just different production values and art.
Yeah.
The old one is preferred by a lot of people and sells extremely well. But the point of the game is you're collecting tiles, and the tiles represent assets for the show you're putting on in the Coliseum.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you've got like musicians, and you've got artists, and you've got plants and scenery and comedians, and all the correct pieces for your show are on a card that tell you what you need to have for the show. Yeah. And the more parts you have that match, you get more points for your show. Yeah. And you're trying to get all. Oh, it's a fantastic game.
That's amazing. And it is. I like that a lot.
Way more performative than it is serious.
Yeah.
I love performing. Speaking of performing, I think we'd be remiss to not mention that Starla went to the Fame School.
Well, not the one in New York, the one in Houston. I love it. HSPVA.
And that's why
she does that all the time.
That's why Our Family Plays Games is famous. Because Starla's star power. So I just wanted to put it out there to the people. Now we can't. Now they know, Mick.
Yeah, they know. They know that. But, you know, one game that that could appeal to a lot of people. It's harder though. It's harder, and that's Pret-a-Porter. Did I say it right? What is it? What did I say?
Why are you recommending that?
No, it's pretty though. It's a fashion industry. It's about the fashion industry.
It's not the game.
Okay, it's hard.
That is not the game.
It's hard.
If you're trying to get into a hobby, why would you even go there?
Well, it's fashion.
All right, don't listen to him. Let's try something else. Let's roll that back.
But we don't have nothing like fashion or anything like that.
Well, he didn't ask about fashion.
Okay.
Okay. So, I mean, there are so many games. I mean, you can see the ones behind us that if you know somebody who likes racing games, you got Downforce, which is racing.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a great game. We love sharing that with people because you can get a lot of people on the board and they have fun because you can race and, you got to win and you got to bet. Yeah. So, I mean, just so many.
And Clank.
Awesome. Yeah, Clank. Clank is right there. So, we love those too. But Pret-a-Porter, really?
I'm excited to play that one. It sounds like a challenge.
It is a challenge.
Right there over your shoulder.
In Pret-a-Porter, you own a fashion house.
Yes.
And you have to basically, start from the bottom and bring your fashion house to the top by hiring assistants and hiring different models. You got to hire models and you got to bring them in. And then you put together your collection for you have 2 or 3 different fashion shows that you got to put on.
That sounds easy to me.
But it's hard though. It's hard.
No, the hardest part of that game, and the reason why I shy away from games that have really difficult rules and mechanics, is because for new people, I don't want it to be so overwhelming. Because for me, I hate rules.
Yes.
So Mick usually reads all the rules.
I got you.
Then he shows me what to play. Then I figure it out. And then I win. But, I don't want to put somebody at the table and you got, 20 pages of rules to read because that's going to be a deterrent. So we try to find things that are really easy to ramp up. But once you become a diehard player in the hobby, then put it on the table.
Yeah.
Find those games that are difficult because there are times when we want a challenge. So we don't put a challenge game on.
Yes.
But then there are times when we just want to have fun and want to laugh. I don't want to think too hard. So then we put the fun things like Skull King or whatever on the table.
Yes.
But I wouldn't throw that to a new
Well, Chai, I think a lot of people like Chai.
I mean,
it's about tea, just making tea.
Yeah, there's so many
Yeah,
gateway.
just making tea.
This is
There was a game that was supposed to come out last year called Make It Happen. It is a fashion game where you're putting together your collection.
Yeah.
You've got like fabric swatches you're putting behind like a cutout of like a dress pattern.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that
And
one.
then you also play cards to determine which fabrics are going to be hot or not at the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I've
It's completely.
there's a whole.
Yeah,
I have a
Marcus-
whole. I'm gonna just have a whole lifestyle collection. That's just gonna be what I'm doing. Go the ball, porte, like all of it. I just.
Well, we can help you do it.
Yeah.
You know,
We absolutely can.
definitely.
Yes.
Because Marcus, do you have a Rococo? What is that, Rococo?
I don't, and I want it. So,
Yes.
but I know
Rococo-
people who have it, and I can grab it.
Yeah, Rococo is basically, you know, you're putting on a like a party in France, and you got to bring dresses, and you know what is? I think it's Renaissance France, Marcus. That you're trying to. Yeah, it's Renaissance France that you're trying to make dresses and stuff like that for the
It's like Bridgerton.
People. Yeah, it's like Bridgerton. Yeah. It's like
Yeah,
Bridgerton.
they just did a reprint of it, I think.
Yeah, they did. They did a big reprint of it. Yeah.
Nice. Well, Marcus, what did you bring for us to attempt to play today?
Oh, I don't know if this is
Attempt to
too
play.
much or not. This is a game called Wordsy. So where did I put the box lid? Because I'm not sure that. I got too much stuff over here. That's what you should know.
I know you
first
brought
of all.
props. Like you
brought
had you
props.
ready.
Wordsy. Great.
Wordsy.
This is a game by Gil Hova, formal fair game.
Jehovah, yes. We know Gil.
High rise.
High Rise. We play High Rise.
Yes. That is one of Gil's games. This one is a word game. So this one has score sheets that looks like this.
Okay.
But basically, you're writing one word down.
Okay.
And then whoever writes the word down first flips the timer. Everybody else has 30 seconds to finish. What you're writing your word from is a list of cards. Do we have the other camera?
Do you have turned on?
Oh, I have to turn it on. Hey!
Here we
Yay!
All right, so you can use any words you want, any letters you want to make your word, but the points are down here.
Wait, Marcus, you have a discount salmon mat?
Oh, I do, yeah. I gotta get you one.
We want one.
I gotta get you one. I get you one. That's not how that should come out. All right, well, let's just move that. All right, so here's how this works. The letters in each of the columns is worth that number of points.
Mm-hmm.
So if you use a B or a K in your word, it's worth 5 points. Actually, if you use a K, it's a rare letter, so it's worth an extra point.
Oh.
So the way it would work is everyone would write down, we'd pick a time to start, and everyone would write down one word that uses as many of these letters as can make one word as you can get.
There are no vowels.
All the vowels are free. You can use any other letters you want as well.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So you write down one word.
With all of the letters or just any of the letters?
Any of the letters, as many of the
Okay.
letters as you can get, because
Okay.
the ones in this column are worth more points than the ones that are further down.
Well, how many words do you come up with?
One word.
Just one word.
Oh,
Yep.
one word.
One word. And
Okay.
whoever has their word first, I'll start the timer.
Okay.
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 Are we going now?
All right. So yeah, go.
I
now.
got it. Kitsch.
Okay. Well,
Don't say it out
you'd
loud.
write it down.
Oh. This is why I'm bad at games.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So we use any column?
Go back to that one.
Are we doing this together?
Yes, we're doing it together.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Oh,
starting the
hold
timer
on.
because I have my word. Oh, this is upside down. I can't even read nothing like that. It's crazy.
Let's go with that one.
Okay. All
Let's
right.
do that one.
All right. Everybody got a word?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
My word was butterscotch. So that's
Oh.
gonna score this.
Oh, you use all.
Yeah, I used
use
as
the
many.
ones in the column.
Yeah, in the column. So this one's worth 5 points. These two are worth another 8. So this is 5, 8, 13.
Oh, but you just don't get points for any of the ones.
You'll
that
get
aren't
words
in
for
the
points for anything you didn't. Yeah, exactly.
Ah.
So
Okay, that didn't work.
12,
Then I'll use
15,
those
20.
two.
So mine's worth 20 points. I'm gonna write that down.
you got 20?
Yeah, I got 20.
Yeah, butter.
5, 9, 13,
Oh.
16,
Oh, he
And
did.
then this is another 4.
No, you did it totally wrong. You messed us up.
Did I mess it up? How did I mess it up?
She wrote down toilet. She only got 2 T's.
I was the T's.
Toilet.
Only 2.
Toilet, you get 8 points. All right.
8 points.
Now, all right. So we call that a practice round. So everybody got it.
Okay, great.
Now I got it. I can use
All right.
all the letters. I got it.
So what happens at the end of the round is these bottom 4 go away, like this. These slide over.
Oh.
And then you put out 4 new ones.
Ah.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready now.
All right. Now we're ready.
Somebody was playing this. Okay.
Oh, is it first? Okay. So is everybody ready?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, let's go. All right, I got it.
Okay, I have a word.
All right.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Got it.
All right, everybody has a word.
Mhm.
I was first. My word is problems.
Okay.
So it's just not too many things, but I get 18 points for it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Who's next?
Ours was basket.
Basket.
So we have the B, the S,
the K,
and
a T.
And a T.
Yep. So you're getting 8. Plus 4 is 12. Plus 2 is 14. I think that's right.
Yeah, 14.
Yep. Okay.
All right. So you write down 14. And then what'd you get?
I said markets.
Okay.
Markets.
The plural of market.
5 and 4 is 9, and 4 is 13, and 2 is 15. So since my word was got the most points and I was the fastest, I get to mark this box here, which gives me another point for it at the end of the game. Oh, actually 2 points because it beat everybody. That's fine.
If we use the K,
Yep.
we get an extra point, don't we?
I think. Did he not
Yep,
give
you did.
He
I
gave
think
it.
so.
He gave it to
All
us.
right.
We gave
Yep.
this? Okay.
I think we'll just do 3 of these because everybody get the gist.
Yes, one more round. This is
All
so
right,
fun.
Let's do it.
This is so great.
It is. This is a fun game. I like this.
There is a electronic version of this you can download. I think it's called a Vowel. You might be able to get it on your phone.
Okay.
At least I was beta testing it. I don't know if it's totally there yet. Okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna work fine. All right. Go.
4. I could hold that one. We could do something else.
Somebody gets a word, I'll start the timer.
All right, we got it.
All right. Rest of us have 30 seconds. You can just see how poorly that's coming together.
2, 3, 4, 5. I think.
I'm just gonna go with it.
I don't think you count them. You count them multiple times.
If there's multiple of the letters, you get to count each both of them.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
If you use both, if you use it, if there's 2 ends, you have to use 2 ends to get both.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it.
All right, past 30.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Who was first there?
Us.
Yeah. All right. What's your word?
Raspberries.
Oh, that's great.
Raspberries. Is that 2 S's?
Yes.
Yes.
2
I
S.
think so. All right. So 8, 11, and 4 is 15.
All right, we'll take it.
All
And
right.
we were the first, so we get 16.
You were first. It depends if you were better than everybody else's word.
Okay.
All right. What'd you get, Nick?
Bumpers, which is the
Bumpers.
plural of bumper.
All right. So you got 8, 11, 14, 16.
No.
I think. And I just went for value. I wrote manners.
Mm-hmm. I got the double ends.
This is 10, 18, 21.
See, you know what? All right.
It's not fair for me to do that.
We're not playing with Marcus.
And also, since I beat you, I get to check this box and give me
That
extra
was
point.
fun. It's like Scrabble in a different way.
Yeah, it's like Scrabble in a different way.
Think about it.
And see, that's the one thing about these games. You can find, games that are kind of like the, the classics, but can pump it up like 50 times better, and that's the good thing about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Marcus.
I've got a game over here called Half Truth. It's by Ken Jennings, the Jeopardy master.
Yeah.
And Richard Garfield, the inventor of Magic the Gathering. So
yes. And King of Tokyo.
And King of Tokyo, which I absolutely love.
That was so much fun, Marcus. Thanks for bringing that in. Thanks for setting that up for us.
Yeah, no problem.
Y'all, this was so much fun. He's like, and by Half Truth.
I mean, that's their stuff. I mean, advertise.
I know exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, Marcus, tell us about Discount Salmon, Let Her Go Bees. Tell us about all your games.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
And where we can find you and get access to them if we want them.
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, the easiest place to get access to these is Spielbound's website, spielbound.com. They have an online store, and if you're in Omaha, a physical location.
Yes.
They have all of my games, and they will have them as long as anybody does. So Discount Salmon is our first game, is a real-time, fast-paced kind of problem-matching game.
Yes.
You're a fishmonger, but your fish come from Lake Miasma. It is a terrible lake. Everything that comes out of it has a problem. So the fish might be dry or stinky or ugly, and you have to fix those problems. If it's dry, you play a lotion card. If it's stinky, you hit it with perfume.
Yeah.
Very silly, very fast. That one's pretty great.
Very fun, though. Very fun. Very fun.
Let Her Go is our word game. It's a party game as well. They'll have letter cards all over the table. There's some you can use, some you can't. But the thing that matters the most is that there are other cards on the table that are the Let Her Go rules. And if you don't follow those rules, your word doesn't count. And those rules have nothing to do with making words. They're just things you have to do. So you might have to draw a cat on your board. You might have to drop your marker to the floor because like you've written it and just like there's a very different kind of game. Oh yeah, this one you have to double up all of your letters in your word when you write it down.
Just because.
Then you grab a scoring token, and depending on the order that you grab your token in, that's when you get to take your letter cards off the board, and each of the letters has points for how much they're worth. So you have to get your word down faster than the people using the same letters as you. Bees.
Bees.
Yeah. This is a game where you're rolling dice and putting them on your flower tiles just as fast as humanly possible.
And it's a fast game. Fast.
Oh, very, very fast.
Fast.
And once you win the tiles, you flip them over and you start building a beehive.
And it'll start with those cute bees.
It's got cute bees.
It's got little
God.
Yes.
Starling cute.
The little bee erasers. That was It was in my prototype, and they put it in the real game, so I can't complain.
Yeah.
But yes, you build the beehive, you put the hexagons together on the table, and you have to do it in a way that you match up the colors. And the more you do that, you get more points. Fun game. Oh, I love this one. This one's probably my favorite. Took a whole year to design. It was work.
That's with Stronghold, isn't it? Stronghold?
It's with Action Phase, Indie Boards and Cards, Stronghold, all the same company now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our third game. All of these are
nice.
$25 or less, and you can get them in. Well,
we need more, Marcus.
I'm working on it.
We need more.
I'm working on game. I can't just come up with amazing. I'm not Uwe. I can't just. It's just like I wrote some things down and put them in a box. I sent it to a publisher, and they'll just make it now. It's like no. I still have to work at it.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, yes, people. But follow Waterbear Games.
Oh yes, just follow us on Twitter at Waterbear Games. Far easiest place to get in touch with us. We have a Facebook. you can find us out there occasionally, but it definitely Twitter is easier to get in touch with us.
Yes, and buy these games. Spellbound.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yes.
And our fan Mick Starla, where can we find you?
You can get us on Facebook,
Yes.
Instagram,
Yeah.
Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
and of course on YouTube. We
Yes.
put out our show pretty much every week. And then we're all over on different shows like this one.
And then you can find us at the Dice Tower.
Oh, that's right.
You know,
Dice
find us
Tower.
at the Dice Tower. We're reviewers there, so you can find us there too.
Mhm.
Yes.
How y'all do that?
They famous. That's what
We're everywhere. We're
That
everywhere.
must be that.
Oh, and don't forget, we have T-shirts for sale.
Oh,
T-shirts, yes. T-shirt at a Teespring store.
Well, Marcus, Mick, Starla, this has been amazing. Thank you for coming to talk about this. I need to play more games in my life. I had a really great time, and I think that this is a hobby that, like you said, Mick, like we need it right now because there's a lot going on in the world, and like Starla said, you can put it on the table and work through it in a positive way. Positive way. Love it. Love y'all. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Thank
We had
you,
a
Nick.
blast.
Yeah.